What's up YouTube? I'm Vaughn and this is the Yugioh channel where we discuss collectibles, hobbies, competitive games from tabletop to video games, and today we are discussing two new cards from a new set of Battle of Legend, and it's none other than Duality and Shadow's Light. Now a lot of people have been focusing on Duality, but in reality it should be Shadow Light because there actually are some meta decks that could use this specific card and have such a big advantage because of it. Now, before we begin, I wanted to mention on our YouTube community page. So if you go into a community, we are doing a survey because I'm planning on starting a new membership, but we're just not too familiar on which platform to use. So either vote for the YouTube membership, the Patreon, or even the OnlyFans. I don't care. But so far, OnlyFans is actually winning, so which was actually a surprise. Or if you want the most simple alternative to support us, you could definitely go and click on my link in my PayPal that's in the description down below. Or just like and subscribe. That's also much appreciated too. But let's get right into it. So we're going to go and check. And if you guys are not familiar with Duality, it does exactly this. So tribute one light or dark monster. Special summon one light or dark monster with the same original type and level, but different original attribute from your hand or extra deck. So pretty much if you tribute a light, you get to special summon a dark same type from your hand or extra deck. Then it has the great effect. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one light and dark from your graveyard, shuffle both into the deck, draw one card. You go and use these effects once per turn of Duality. So there's definitely no restriction of it at all. So you can use both effects on the same turn, which is very good. And I'm actually planning on playing this in my card deck, so this is going to be beneficial. But it's the Shadow Light that most people should be very scared of. So this ability is target one dark monster you control, special summon one light monster with the same original type and level from your deck or extra deck. You can banish this card. Now that's the first effect. Now the second effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard. During your main phase this turn, you can normal summon one light or dark monster in additional to your normal summon set. You're going to gain this effect once per turn. You can only use each effect of Shadow's Light once per turn. You cannot conduct your battle phase the turn you activate either of these effects, which is fine. So pretty much you target a dark monster and you spell summon a light monster for free. Now, even though you don't have a battle phase, this is really good in a lot of combo decks, and let me explain like why. Not only do you get like a free body, but also if this is being applied in most combo decks, then that means that additional normal summon or set that you get from the light or dark is very impactful, because a lot of times a lot of people wait for the normal summon to start interrupting when it goes against like very heavy like combo decks, just so they cannot produce or extend even further. But this can definitely change that quite a bit. But the thing is that these cards could summon like similar monster. Now definitely the Duality could summon all the monsters, but you are minusing a monster since you're tributing it to potentially supposed to summon. So over here on the side, we did like a few cards that we put in. So if someone's like playing like Dragon Links, they could actually make a Photon Pulse Dragon with the Duality, not an issue. If someone's playing like Reptiles, especially like Ododix, they'll require a lot of light level 8, so they could do this. If anyone's playing other dragons like Blue Eyes or something, they could play Ogre. Now, if they play Tenny or Sword Soul, they could definitely make Draco Berserk. But also another key thing with Draco Berserk is that if you make Draco Berserk first and then you use Shadow Light, you could pretty much get either the Yangzine or you could get the Sword Soul Grandmaster. So there's a lot of play. Like there's a lot of like different like sources and also like extension that you could do with Shadow Light more than you could do with Duality. But this is where it becomes very impactful, because another meta deck that you could use it on is actually branded. So a lot of their dark fusion monsters are level 8, so you can make the Albion for free and then do the gimmick puppet play still, and you're not even minusing anything because it doesn't even tribute nothing. And also you could gain an additional normal summon for a light or dark monster, so you can extend quite a bit with your branded deck with this card. Another light monster to spell summon is actually Lebellion. So this is actually very good. So Shadow Light can see potential play in branded with no like debate. Like this is actually going to be really crazy if we start seeing Shadow Light in branded. And also other decks, like I said, like for Dragon Links, like over here, yeah, if you have a Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, you could definitely send it for Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. So you have an interruption, and then you could also have the Azure, so all your dragons are safe, which is actually really nice. So you could get a free like single Blue Eyes Dragon for free with your Red Eyes Darkness Dragon already out. So that is really, really good. Another thing what I actually put was actually the Dragon Maids. Now I know a lot of people that are big fans of Dragon Maids, and especially playing like Dragon Link Dragon Maids, like kind of varieties. Like this actually introduced like a simpler way to bring this out, because if you are already doing your dragon plays with Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, you could definitely make House Dragon Maid very easily. Another thing that I point out was actually Super Heavy Samurai. If you are playing the Samurai the Dark machine, you can make a formula for free, have like an extra like interruption pretty much for synchroning, or if you want just a free body as well, you could get another level 4 machine body, or even use armory arm. That would be pretty cool. Okay, then there was the mention that I did over there for the Yang Zing or Soul could actually use Shadow Light, so make him, then make the Yang Zing, make the Grandmaster, other alternatives. Even Dark Worlds could make a Fable Valkyrie, or even Labyrinth, level 8. So you could either have the ability of like once per turn, you can discard one female monster, draw a card. So Dark Worlds, even though that's a cost, they won't really benefit much from it. But if they're fixing their hands, they could. It's a free body on top of it, so they could actually use it. If Labyrinth has like two main like fiends that they want to get rid of or something, they could draw into something a lot more useful. And then finally, a card that I put in was actually if someone was playing like Machina, so especially with the Dark Machina being like level 10, you can make a free Macabre for free. There's other like dark machines, so that's why even Armory could also work with like the Machina. But yeah, if you're playing with the level 10 dark big guy that's 4,000 beater, you could get a free Machina, free invoke Macabre with it as well. So there's a lot of use with these cards, and I do really like them, because especially if you have a very like mill based like deck like I do, like you could definitely benefit a lot when these hit your graveyard. And these are just so good. There's really no complaint about it, and I think the Shadow Light we are going to see in Brandon, and I think it's going to be very impactful. So what do you guys think? If you guys think the exact same thing, definitely comment it down below. Or if you guys have other ideas of other monsters to be spell summoned from the extra deck, definitely comment it. Like we all want to share, we all want to learn how we could really exploit these cards. If you want to keep it private, it's understandable. Take that advantage. Now that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Like and subscribe. And if you want a sneak peek at future products we're planning to review here on the channel, you can follow me on my Instagram, VaughnGear. I'm Vaughn, and this was the Gear Channel.